Welcome back. In this week's episode, we take you to Bahia de Los Angeles, where we camp on the Playa Gringa, paddleboard on the Sea of Cortez, enjoy local eats, get our first look at some Baja wildlife, and enjoy a few laid-back beach days in Baja, California.
Good morning. So we woke up in San Luis Gonzagas Bay last night. This was our palapa for the night. The van was right here. We had some pit toilets and porta potties. And it was a nice, quiet little town. So we got up in the morning, we had some breakfast, we took Maisha for a walk, and I actually went for a dip in the ocean. So I finally got into the ocean. We've been here about 5-6 days. And it's just kind of been too cold or too windy to get in. Today, we are heading to a new location.
We are making our way down Highway 1, and we're headed to La Gringa Playa, which is in La Bahia de Los Angeles. And the goal for today is to check out a new beach. Maybe, if it's not too windy, which right now it's not, we might be able to get some paddleboarding in and play in the water.
So Highway 5 definitely spoiled us. Everyone's talking about how there's no shoulder and the roads are really sketchy. We were both kind of like, what's everyone saying? The highway's gorgeous. There's been no issues. People are driving normal. No big deal.
And it had shoulders.
And it had shoulders. There was pull-offs. So no problemo. And then we intersected on Highway 1 and now we know what people are talking about. Still, roads aren't that bad. Everything's nicely paved. Nothing too rough, but just no shoulder. So when the big trucks come by,
you kind of hug that right line as best you can, but you're worried about your tire going off, because if you do, you're going to get yanked off because it's sand and gravel. It's a little bit of butt pucker. Not a lot. A little bit.
But it's kind of cool because now we're more in the interior part of Baja, California. And we're getting into the desert area. So you got the saguaro cactus. And then, I don't know what these cactus are, but they kind of look like something out of Dr. Seuss. Or if they're even cactus, I'm not sure. But they're really tall and thin, and they're just really cool looking. And then you also have your cholla and your ocotillo and all that. So we're definitely in the desert area of Baja right now. We are getting to sections that look like the pavement's probably not there anymore, and because of the storm in September, I don't know if they had issues as well, or just because everything around here is sand, they get some rain and maybe it washes out. Not sure, but looks like they've had to do some repair. I mean, so far though, like, the roads really haven't been that bad. So
very manageable.
Yeah. Little shoulder, but everyone's driving pretty good. So far, no problemo. We are coming down into Bahia de Los Angeles, and I mean, it kind of looks like the picture front of the moon book with these blue seas of Cortez.
Mucho caliente.
So we just got into Los Angeles and we're gonna have some lunch because we're starving.
So we're at Los Hamacas Restaurante. I got some enchiladas. Dre got some octopus.
And Maisha is such a big dog that all of the street dogs are afraid of her. I was thinking that we're gonna pet all these dogs that are just roaming the streets in Mexico, and anytime they see Maisha, they just scurry away. They don't want anything to do with her.
So off in the distance there, you've got the supermercado,
Well-stocked supermercado.
Isla. And then over Dre's shoulder is the Sea of Cortez. Pulpo hamacas. Enchilada especial.
It's gonna be delicioso.
Oh yes. It was good.
Maisha's just waiting to get to the playa. So we're just in the supermercado, getting a couple things. Still have to figure out how long we're gonna stay here. We are getting to Playa la Gringa. Just turned to dirt. This is actually the first dirt road we've been on since we've been in Baja. Which I'm honestly surprised that this is the first. I can literally see where the vans and the RVs are parked, but we just don't know how to get out there. We went up on the right hand side. Doesn't look like we're gonna get there because it's too sandy, so we're trying the left hand side now. What do you think?
I think we're on the right track.
Okay. I mean, I see the welcome to La Gringa in the rocks in the mountain, so I think we went the right way now. We'll figure it out.
So we just got to La Gringa Beach. Okay, check this out. The mountains surrounding this bay are extremely well protected. I think this is going to make some sweet paddleboarding. That is the best sound of the day right there. That is not the alarm clock, because it's coffee time. So we're definitely up. We're ready to have coffee, ready to have breakfast. And check out this view. Bam. A couple of paddleboarders out by the sailboat. I mean, come on.
The plan is to stay here for hopefully a couple days, do some supping, maybe some snorkeling, and we're gonna go back into town one of these days and stop at Ricardo's dive shop, which seems to be the only dive shop in town, and find out if we're in the right time frame to see the whale sharks.
So breakfast, Playa Gringa, and we'll see what happens after that.
So this trip's been a little bit different from our previous trips because normally we don't carry as much stuff with us. But we are so worried that we weren't going to be able to find Maisha's food because she's diabetic. So we had to bring 2 40-pound bags of dog food with us, and it's just filling up our back. So to get to the paddle boards, to get to the bicycles is a production now, which I don't like, but it was a necessity. So it's just something we have to deal with. Hashtag Vanlife, right? So while Wiley gets breakfast going, we're just gonna have cereal today because I really want to get out on the water while the bay is still nice and flat and before that wind comes in. I am going to inflate with inflatable paddleboards. It's a little bit of a workout in itself, but we really like our paddleboards. Okay, 1 down, 1 to go. So the workout before the workout.
1 hour later.
He's just kidding. Really not an hour later.
We are on the paddleboards. Andrea has already seen a starfish. She's getting exciting. There's the van.
We just came across the La Gringa Punta, the point of the bay, and we're gonna head over on the other side.
Yeah. Super clear. You can see right to the bottom. Hopefully we see some wildlife.
I mean, it kind of feels like a dream. See a Cortez. Beautiful.
So we are just on the other side of where we were camping. We went around that point back there. If you drive up and over these hills in the background, you can camp on this beach as well. And there is nobody on this side, so knowing my wife, I have a feeling she's gonna wanna take a drive over there. I'm okay with that.
The wind has picked up a bit in the other side of the point. It's getting sucked into the shore right now, and we have to go on the other side of La Punta. So I think we're gonna turn around. So he's still standing up with this wind. I've gone into kayak mode. I'm on my knees. Just don't trust myself. I'll probably tip over if I'm still standing. Crazy how much of what side of the point you're on, how much of a difference that makes, because it is calm in this bay. Still a gentle breeze, but like we were really fighting it over there to get past the point. Basically, I saw a ton of starfish on the way out, so I think I'm gonna go get my snorkel and fins and see if I can find some of those. So I hide from the sun for a little bit because I'm super white boy and I burn real easy, so I gotta ease into the Mexican sun here. I'm gonna snack on some quesitas con chili. They're fantastic. And what are you gonna be doing? I'm gonna go find some starfish. Let us know how it goes. Whenever we go on our adventures and we're near water, I cannot keep this lady out of the water. Snack time. Pretty sure these are cookies with Nutella in the middle, because that looks like... Yeah, they totally are. That's a hazelnut for sure. Anyway, we got those in town yesterday. They were a good find. Mm-hmm. So, sharing these. So those probably won't last very long. She bought some, I bought some, so I don't have to share these. So we paddleboarded, we relaxed, we snacked. Now it's Misha time. So we're out taking Maisha for her daily walk, and we're getting a closer look at the area that lies between the two bays, and it's kind of interesting. It's very unique. It's all gravel, Pebble Beach.
Pebble Beach, and there's definitely bays on both sides, and there's this weird kind of space in the middle, and the birds seem to love it. It's like a marshy. There's a lot of different species of birds. It's not just one. Ooh! Yo! Got wandered in. She usually doesn't do that. We've been having to boost her, so when she really wants to get in the van, she jumps in herself. So she's playing us. So we are just sitting here and enjoying the sun setting behind the mountain,
in Bahia de Los Angeles, and it is 4:13, and that sun just tucked behind that mountain.
Boo.
It's so early. It makes for very long evenings.
So it's 4:59. Sun has set. We're losing all our light.
I'm not sure what it is, but she likes to fall asleep with her tongue out now. And her eyes are open, but she's snoring.
And she only likes her booty on the bed.
She loves van life.
Good morning. We are already in motion this morning. Last night, after we hunched down in the van after the 5:06 p.m. full-on darkness, we had a really nice dinner that Dre made.
Bien provecho.
As the night progressed, it got pretty windy. The wind was whipping, so it actually was hard to sleep because it was just constantly making noise and blowing the van around and stuff. So during the middle of it, I had to jump out and put away the paddle boards and pull our rug in and all kinds of stuff just to make sure that nothing blew away.
There. We are gonna leave the sups outside, and it is howling. So Wiley's out there right now just putting them back so that they don't blow away because it's windy.
It's a little breezy, so it's always fun, especially when it's pitch dark. So yeah, so now we're in motion. We're taking our garbage to the local dump, and we will be heading to Ricardo's, who will let us know what the current situation is as far as windy weather, ocean weather, and whale shark weather. So unfortunately, we were too late in the season for whale shark tours near Playa Gringa. However, we did encounter coyotes on our way back into town for some breakfast at Restaurante Alejandrina's. What did you get for breakfast?
I got the pancakes.
Pancakes.
And a juego natural. And when I asked what kind it was, she said sí.
You said au natural.
Yeah.
So it's a mystery. And I got chilaquiles con huevos. I do not know what chilaquiles is. There was a picture, but it's kind of hard to tell, but I think it's going to be good, so I went for it. I don't even know what this is, but I like it.
That's a hearty breakfast right there.
Mm-hmm.
You got like tortilla with some sauce and some cheese and avocado and scrambled eggs and some beans. And then I got the pancakes with fruit on the side. And the mystery juice was naranja, so orange juice.
As predicted, Dre wanted to check out the other side of the point, and it did not disappoint. We enjoyed scenic cliffside walks with Maisha and had the entire area all to ourselves.